So for example, if you get a very good AWA and you are very confident in writing the answers and you did well, that's great. And if you could not write very well answers in the AWA, do not let the AWA set the tone for the GRE exam. Hey guys, welcome to another video, and in this video we are going to be talking about the main and important tips and tricks for the GRE test day. So you have done all the hard work for the past few months. You have taken the best resources available on the internet. You have prepared well, but today is the test day and you have to have some tips and tricks for how to approach the test in a very positive way. So if you are interested in watching the tips and tricks for the GRE test day, this video is for you. So let us start. The number one thing to note about the GRE test day is before you finish the test, you will be asked to choose 4 universities so that you can send them scores, and these scores are free. If you do not send the scores to these universities, you have to pay separate $27 per university to send the GRE scores. So this is not a very big process. Just before the test day on the morning, just remember the university you want to send the score to and the state. And another thing I want to talk about is always visit the test center one day before the test, because you might you want to get a hang of things of where the test center is, whether you have to take a bus, a subway or a metro or anything else, or you have to see what type of traffic is there. For example, if the test center is 1 hour away from your house and if you want to book a taxi, you might be booking the taxi of 1.5 hours because the traffic is too much. So always visit the test center one day before and take the list of target universities to which you want to send the scores. Second tip is stop studying before the exam. So you do not want to study before the exam, and if you can't solve a question, you will be stressed out and your confidence will be low. So GRE is not an exam where you can mug up things and go ahead and take the marks from that. It is a very aptitude based test, so your aptitude cannot increase in one day and it also cannot decrease in one day. So stop studying before the test. Number 3 tip is basically comprised of 3 tips here. So the first is keep your alarm busy. If you are a lazy person, keep the alarm 1 hour before you actually wake up. And another thing I want to say is take not a healthy breakfast, but do your breakfast so that you do not feel dizzy out there, and do not eat a lot of, because you will feel tired and sleepy in the test. Another thing I want to talk about is do not drink coffee before the night when you go to sleep, because if you can't get enough sleep, you won't be able to perform well in the test. Number 4th tip is don't bring your books to the test center. You are confident, you are prepared well for the GRE. You do not need books to take to the test center. And if you see anyone who is taking books there or studying, you should not get worried, you should not get stressed, because they might have not seen this video. And another thing is that you should always reach your test center 45 minutes, at least 45 minutes before the actual exam, because the GRE center will take a few minutes to process whole your thing, and it will take a couple of minutes. So it is always advised to reach the test center early. The next step is always speak up. So if your proctor is not working well and if you cannot see the questions, if you have some issue, so always raise your hand and tell the instructor that, hey, I'm facing this issue. You have paid a lot of money, so don't hesitate in asking them if you are facing any issue. Number 6 tip is skipping is bad. So don't ever skip the tutorial. For example, if you are going to the test and there is a small 5 minutes tutorial before the actual exam starts, so this is the best time to get familiar with the keyboard. So you might know that if you are using a friend's computer or a friend's laptop, it is so hard to even type on that laptop because you do not have a habit. So use this 5 minutes to form a habit to type on the keyboard, because the first section is always your AWA and you have to type fast. Number 6 tip is don't let the AWA section tune out the whole GRE exam. So for example, if you get a very good AWA and you are very confident in writing the answers and you did well, that's great. And if you could not write very well answers in the AWA, do not let the AWA set the tone for the GRE exam. You are setting the tone for the GRE exam. So don't let the first section dictate how you are going to go ahead with the rest 4 or 5 sections of the GRE quant and verbal section. The next tip is time's worth a dime. I'm saying this because each and every question carries same marks, and if you get a tough question and you cannot solve it, leave it, go ahead, solve the rest of the questions, and then come back to the question which you cannot solve, because all of these carry equal marks. So always try to get the maximum number of marks from the easy questions and try to solve the tough questions once you have a bit confidence by solving the easy questions. The 8th tip is don't ever cancel your scores. So you have paid a lot of fees in the GRE exam, you have paid a lot of fees in the resources, you have done a lot of hard work for the past few months. So if you are given the exam, they tell you the score after your exam ends, and if the score is not like what you expected, don't cancel the scores, always report the scores. Or you might not always report the scores to the university, but always say that, hey, I want to report my scores, that the scores will be registered to your ETS account, because a lot of hard work, there is no point in cancelling the scores. You can come home and take another test, and if you do not score well in that, you can take another test after that. So there is no harm in registering the scores to the ETS account, because a lot of hard work has been dependent upon the scores. The second last tip is use the break effectively. So there is a break after the first 3 sections, and you have a choice that if you want to take a break or not. So I strongly advise you should take the break regardless of how you did in the previous sections. If you are going very well, still take the break, because you will get anxious and you will get stressed out because of the sitting on the computer screen for 3 hours, also the cold temperatures in the room. So there are a lot of factors depending here. So if you are going well or if you are going bad, it does not matter, always take the break, take a deep breath there, drink some water, take some walk, and then refresh, recharge, and go again. The last step is learn to move on. So you have done all the hard work, you gave the test, you did not get the marks you wanted, and it you cannot understand it more than me, because I didn't get the marks I wanted, and this happened quite a few times, and I learned to move on from the test, because it is a very adaptive test. You on a test day, you might click on the question and you might not click on the question. So it is a very luck based test, because it all depends upon you, if your mind goes the right way, if your mind goes the wrong way. So don't be hard on yourself. You have tried your bit, and if you have achieved a very good score, great, congratulations to you. And if you haven't, like me, move on and let us take it as another stride in the so this is it for the video, guys, and I hope you get a good understanding of what to do on the test day, important tips and tricks on the test day, how to approach the exam on the test day. So if you like the video, do give it a like and subscribe the channel if you find the content relevant. And also I will be posting a lot of videos in the upcoming future, for example the DS 160 form, and if you haven't watched my previous videos on the GRE preparation, so a whole playlist is there in the description below, so do check it out. And yeah, इस वीडियो के लिए इतना ही, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, बाय
So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in